Topic discussed in this session of international business is relating to advantages and disadvantages of globalization. Before discussing the advantages and disadvantages of globalization, it is essential to have a strong understanding of what the term means. The official definition of globalization is the process by which business or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. More simply, globalization refers to an open flow of information, technology, and goods among countries and consumers. This openness occurs through various relationships from business, geopolitics, and technology to travel, culture, and media. Because the world is already so connected, most people don't notice globalization at work every single day. But the world is getting smaller and companies needs to understand what this means for the future of doing business. Companies that don't embrace globalization risk losing a competitive advantage, which allows other businesses to take over new opportunities in the global market. So let's get started with understanding the advantages of globalization. Globalization impacts businesses in many different ways. Both those who decide to take on international expansion find several advantages, such as which encourages producers and consumers to benefit from deeper division of labor and achieve economies of scale. The next advantage, competitive markets reduce monopoly profits and incentives which incentivize the businesses to seek cost reducing innovations. It enables enhanced growth, which has led to higher per capita incomes and helped many of the poorest countries to achieve faster economic growth and reduce extreme poverty. Advantages from the freer movement of labor between countries. Gains from the sharing of ideas or skills, technologies across national borders. Opening up of capital markets allows developing countries to borrow money to over a domestic savings gap. The other advantages are increased awareness among consumers of challenges from climatic changes and wealth or income inequality. Competitive pressure of globalization may prompt improved governance and better labor protections. To sum up with the advantages of globalization, there is a wider access to new culture, spread of technology and innovation, products can be manufactured and sold at lower cost. It contributes towards higher standards of living across the globe, access to new markets, access to new talents. So these are the few advantages of globalization. Let's move on to discuss about the disadvantages of globalization. While globalization offers many benefits, it's not without drawbacks. Let's discuss them. The firstly, inequality. Globalization has been linked to rising inequalities in income and wealth. Evidence for this is the growing rural urban divide in countries such as China, India, and Brazil. This leads to political and social tensions and also financial instability that will constrain their growth. Many of the world's poorest people do not have access to basic technologies and public goods. They are excluded from the benefit. So, this is the first drawback related to inequality. Inflation. Strong demand for food and energy has caused a steep rise in commodity prices. Food price inflation has placed millions of the world's poorest people at a greater risk. The next drawback is vulnerability to external economic shocks. National economies are more connected and interdependent. This increases the risk of contagion That is, an external event somewhere else in the world coming back to affect you as risen, making a country more vulnerable to macroeconomic problems which is related and happened elsewhere. Threats to the global commons, irreversible damage to the ecosystem, land degradation, deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and the fears of a permanent shortage of water afflict millions of the world's most vulnerable. Race to the bottom. Nations desperate to attract inward investment may be tempted to lower corporate taxes, allow lax health and safety laws, and limit basic welfare safety nets with damaging social consequences. The next drawback relating to trade imbalances. Global trade has grown, but so too have trade imbalances. Some countries are running big trade surpluses, and these imbalances are creating tensions and pressures to introduce protectionist policies, such as new forms of import control. Many developing countries fall victim to export dumping by producers in advanced nations. Dumping refers to selling excess output at a price below the unit cost of supply. Unemployment. Concern has been expressed by some that capital investment and jobs in advanced economies will drain away the developing countries as firms switch their production to countries with lower unit labor costs. This can lead to higher levels of structural unemployment. Few more drawbacks let's discuss about standardization. Some critics of globalization point to a loss of economic and cultural diversity. As giant firms and global multinational brands dominate domestic markets in many countries. Dominant global brands. Globalization might stifle competition if global businesses with dominant brands and superior technologies take charge of key markets. Let's take an example of either telecommunication sector, motor vehicle sector, and so on. Hence, globalization has both advantages and drawbacks. Drawbacks let's sum up with regard to job loss of job opportunities, managing people compliances related to cultural issues, work exploitation, increased or stiff competition, and also with growing troubles relating to global warming issues. So, hence, in this test session, we have discussed both advantages and disadvantages of globalization.